To the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That's taken in by Duvernay. You look at this Colt defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Hurts to throw. And in front of the open man, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Bronco 80.
They run once more with Taylor. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Smash. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Here's Carr to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing is Hurts. Pass complete to Loveland. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Hurts.
30-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Brian Robinson Jr., his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. the offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A 6-yard pickup.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Carr. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side follows it.
And this one going nowhere. What a hit that time to bull rush in there and drop him behind the line.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's deep for Duvernay. And unable to connect. Incomplete. We'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
A big kick. 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
Carr now to throw. Connecting over the middle with Dubs. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good.
And now Carr changing the formation.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. The Colts at 4-6 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now Carr again. That's to Warren, his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Come on. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey, Smash.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Okay, ready?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Go.
To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies. bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Dubino. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. That's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here trying to take that lead in intermission?
I have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity to push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Travel like a gun, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France.
3rd and 5.
Knock the Cougar 19.
Carr. That is Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Warrior 70.
Throwing now is Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The name of defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw his car. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Anthony Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
17 yards.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Like Panther 11, Panther 11. Panther 11.
Carr going to throw. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Rocco 80.
Carr to throw again. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
19 Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Now Carr. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down.
Somebody got to throw it. Somebody got to throw it. I take a cheap bag. Watch him throw it. We survived outside off from the music. He like, what he on? Get the outside on me. What he on?
Go. Not anywhere.
Throwing is Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the left side, he's got his tight end Ludlam. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hurts. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. JT Tuimoloau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's called the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And probably as a former defensive back, I have almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 7.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Carr. Left side, he finds Pierce. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
18 Warriors, 17.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off to the end zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward down to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Second and 1.
Again, it's Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 71 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried to dump off, lost yardage. Carr now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
They started this drive with perfect field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage and saw they like to go for the big shots. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Second and 10. They'll drop the throw. They'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 16. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team. And think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here. Something's taken from me. Life's gonna always be messing with me.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Go.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here comes second down.
Stop below 18. Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Now Carr. huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Carr. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation. And now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Tag 3. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Broncos. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he is going to have a close 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 8.
As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Strike. Ready.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Now behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Take him down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 19-18.
First throw of overtime for Carr. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He's going to give that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, come on. 70, 19, stop.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 108 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw, it's Carr. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Hey, we got it, we got it. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready,
Carr. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Carr to throw. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved for a score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. But it's not very often, Charles, that you and I get to see a fourth drive in overtime, but buckle up because here we go, partner.
Well, my first thought is that apparently no one wants to win this thing, and now I'm correcting myself. I know they both want to win it, but they've gone at it so hard. Who can focus long enough to make the proper play to win this game?
So it's a win here for the Colts, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Indianapolis, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.